Shalom, shalom, shalom. Happy Sunday yet again. I'm back in my bed. I did a live 8 hours ago, and I'm back in my bed. I went for my walk. La negrita que va caminando es la negrita que tiene tumbao. Hi, awesome, who that? I have nothing to talk about except Um, just hanging out with you guys for a couple minutes. Then I'm going to get this pup. Off this pup. How are you doing this wonderful Sunday? Who that? The day of our Lord. Every day is a day of our Lord. But how are you feeling? Super. Who that is super, 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 super. Um, Moderator, super moderator. Hey, Tina Beana Boo. How are you? How are you doing? How are you on this beautiful Lord's Day, the day of our Lord? Shalom, 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 you guys. You guys know shalom means God's peace, the peace that passeth all man's understanding. Now, I could have walked down the road and went to the Catholic Church. I could have. I definitely am not that far away from it, and I could have went there. And if I'm not mistaken, they might. I think the last service was five, like 5 o'clock. Because I was watching to see like what hours did they have service. Um, Tina Bina Boo says, "I am well, and it shall be well." Hey, young Reyes, Drip King, good to see you. I am well uh, and I am well, and it shall be well. I love that. Am I going to steal it? Yes, of course I'm going to steal it. That's a great saying, and it will be well. Hey, the cynical one. Oh my goodness, miss you so much. I'm glad you popped in. I didn't expect anybody to really be in my chat. I've been seeing, well, not everybody in YouTube, but the engagement has been low, and my engagement has really been low. Who that is doing fine, all hungered down in this snowstorm. Yes, ma'am. And oh, is somebody backstage? Young Riaz, what's up, little bro? How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm doing good, alhamdulillah. Not much going on, to be honest.
Is it snowing where you're at?
Nah, it's pretty cold though, actually. It rained though before, but now it's just really cold. That's it, freezing cold.
Mm-hmm. Freezing cold.
Mm. Yeah, just
So you've
freezing,
been
that's all. So
you've been
let me
out
think
you've been
about
out and about, or you've been staying in the house?
I've been staying in the house all day, basically. The only thing I had to do is mop and vacuum the floors. That's the only thing I just did. Other than that, I've just been watching TV and I've been chilling out the entire time.
Not bad. Not bad.
Oh wait, if you're asking about snow, snow is very rare in the UK. Snow is
Mm-hmm.
very rare. So like it's mostly like the weather here is unpredictable also, and also over
Uh-huh.
here sometimes it's mostly icy. So when it gets freezing cold though, like when it drops to the
Oh,
-degrees though, it gets ice, a lot of ice.
okay, 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 okay. You're in England?
Yep, in the UK.
Okay. I have a lot of family there, but I don't visit them as often.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, the part of the UK I was born in was London. I'm originally from London though. I just basically stay in the southeast area in UK basically. So outside
Okay.
of London. So sometimes there's like a 1.5 hour drive outside basically. So I'm 1.5
Okay.
hours away.
How far are you from Liverpool?
I don't know actually. I have to Google that.
You never been?
No, I've never been to Liverpool though. Never. I've always
Is
been
it
to London.
considered? Is Liverpool, is it considered like not like the best place to go if you go to UK?
I don't know. That just varies, though. I think probably the most dangerous areas, though, is mostly south. When you go down south, though, like when you
Uh-huh.
go Brixton, when you go Peckham, mostly
Uh-huh.
those areas, though, is mostly like the dangerous parts, though. Like not all, but then most of them, like mostly like the crime rate in the south is more higher, though, basically. So mostly the part of London I've always been with East London or mostly Central London, though. I've never been outside of London, though, actually. Like
Oh,
sometimes though, I've been Brighton once, but I've never actually went anywhere else though. So I don't know
so
what
if you
Liverpool
go
is
to
really like.
Southern London, are you asking for trouble?
That actually depends though, actually, at a certain time or like certain, like you can go there if you want, but in Southern London, depends on the area you go though. Like some
Mm-hmm.
areas is a no-go zone, basically. No-go zone.
Okay.
They literally advise you never to go there because
Okay.
the crime is so high, the council
Mm-hmm.
and literally people, they literally tell you don't go there because the crime rate's high and it's
Wow.
trouble. So
Now let
like
me
certain
ask you
areas is
something.
dangerous.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, what was that you're gonna ask me?
I was going to ask you, is it like gang activity, or is
Yes,
it just
yes.
people who are
No,
poor who go ahead.
yeah, the answer is it's a combination of both. There is people who are not in a good position, no, but then there's also a lot of gang activity over there.
I see. I
So
see.
basically, in Peckham, you had this gang called the Peckham Boys, and in South London, though, there used to be this gang called Gas Gang, Guns and Shanks. So basically, like they used to
Mm,
control majority, but then over time they fractured. So you got different, like you have two rivaling factions. You got
uh,
150 and you got 6-7,
I got
basically.
you.
Basically, 156.7s are active street crews, but at the same time, they did music, so they're like the pioneers of UK drill music.
UK drill music. Okay, so now I like me a little rap, right?
Yeah. So
And a
basically,
little rap, and by a little rap, I mean a lot of rap.
I know,
So
I
yeah,
know.
I'm interested in the UK drill music.
Okay, I'll
I'm
tell you
interested
where
into
UK
getting.
drill started. You wanna know where UK drill actually started? South London, Brixton.
Uh,
No, basically, it's like before it was the road rap scene, but there's also like drill where there's just like this underground thing. So basically, these
uh,
crews listen to a lot of Chief Keef though. So back
yeah,
in 2012, Chief Keef was massive though, and they were
right.
big fans of Chief Keef. So basically, though they
Got
were
it.
heavily influenced though. But also, though, you never know. Actually, Chief Keef, producers though were probably inspired by this guy and producer. This producer Dot Rut, and he was ahead of his time. Though he had this production style though that literally probably transcended his country though, and probably just went
Hmm.
over there. And probably you never know though. Actually, I know just started in Chicago, but like that type thing though. So, you know, so,
Hmm.
so basically though, Dot Rotten has a production style and something like that though that just probably led to that though. So road rap is UK gangster rap though that started
Okay.
in like 2003 by Gigs and stuff. Like Gigs and the rest of these South London crews. So they rapped and stuff like that. And they created this unique sound. And it's like they interlinked with grime and stuff, but they're not
Hmm.
actually grime. It's just that they're more like they've just they're just something different. They fall more
Okay.
under rap.
More underground.
Not more underground. They used to be like a lot though, but now the term is they're no longer using that term because the scene's evolved and the tools used to make road rap is no longer there anymore. Like basically,
Mm,
road rap is like UK grime mixed with gangster rap beats, and they slow the beat down and make it more laid back, more unfiltered, and literally they spit, you know, very unfiltered though, like very unfiltered and very explicit and reference street culture and stuff in a more explicit way.
gotcha. 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 That sounds
Yeah.
okay. 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 Now
So
let me ask
basically,
you: do you write songs? Do you write?
no, no, I don't really make
Okay.
music. I just promote music.
Okay. 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 I wonder, did you ever write? Do you ever feel
No,
like you could write a good
no,
16 or a good 32?
not really. I don't think so. I mean, I like
Okay,
to like I would just
I admire
basically
your
perform
honesty.
to Honestly, no, I don't think so. I mean, so if someone can help me, I can contribute ideas though, and I can do that. But I don't think solo wise, I doubt that.
So here's my thing. Like I am big into poetry. Um,
Yeah,
and I am big into rap. And I
me
do
too.
feel like sometimes I will think about things, I'll think about lyrics or whatever. And the lyrics, like I feel are fire. The only thing is like it's super duper inappropriate.
Yeah, no, same here. I keep it real though. I like dark and grimy music though. I keep it real, and that's just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically though. So basically, that's what road rap used to be. It was like a counter movement to the commercialization of grime. Because of course, there's nothing wrong. You can make money off grime, but you can never commercialize grime. It's that one sound that you can never commercialize because it needs to be in its
No,
pure form.
yeah, I agree with you. But the rap that I would come in could be commercialized. It was like it would be more like rap for like a female. Like it would be rap for like I really hate to say this on this day of the Lord, but it would like be rap for like a Lotto or like a Sexy Red. I could do rap for like AR the Mermaid because it's the lyrics that be coming through my head are a little tiny bit like um, I don't wanna say raunchy, but a little raunchy for, like, a female rapper, I would say I would say. But anyway, so you're staying warm, you're staying in. I haven't been to London for years. I haven't been for London to
Okay,
years. I come to Europe and, I don't spend a lot of time and effort trying to get over to London. My sister went maybe 2 years
okay,
ago.
that's cool.
But I do wanna go because I haven't been there in such a long time, and, I wanna go to, like, a nice fancy hotel
Okay, I
and,
feel you though.
do a lot of
I understand
walking.
that. Oh, okay, that's
Hey,
interesting.
broski,
So basically,
broski.
okay, I get you. So basically, and I
Yeah.
understand that commercialization of gram. It's like okay, you can make money off gram, but you can never commercialize it. It has to remain pure though in its form
Mhm.
because it no longer sounds like grime. It sounds like pop music though, and basically it kind of waters it down. And during that
Yeah.
period in the late 2000s, that's what happened to grime and stuff. And people there though, some grime fans didn't like that. So basically, they created a counter movement though because it was like the voice for inner city people though during that time, and it's its own culture. It transcended what it was supposed to be, but at the same time, no, it was like the voice for the people though that never got their voice.
Love it. I love it, and what you're saying makes absolutely total sense. Love it.
Yeah, because
Absolutely
that's
love
what
it.
grime was supposed to be. So it's like people who don't feel connected to hip hop or like basically
Mhm,
that rave culture, like garage and jungle and stuff like that. So they
mhm.
basically created, grime.
I love the artists that you shout out. I really, really, really do. I love yeah, I love their flow. I love their being a lyricist. I love their flow. I love
Yeah.
that they don't all say the same thing. They don't all say the same thing. Um
Yeah, their own
and it seems so
uniquely different.
effortless when they rap. It seems so
Of course,
effortless.
I appreciate that.
Go
Also,
ahead.
they got this one sound that's also interesting. It's called trap wave. So it's like this, it's UK trap, but then basically they mix synth wave in it and make it more like a wavy vibe though. And they
Hmm.
lyrically do it, but at the same time though, they add auto tune trap to it. So then it makes it uniquely different though, actually. So there's a difference between trap wave and UK trap. UK trap is just trap beats though. UK trap
Gotcha.
wave is something different.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
basically, those trap wave artists though now are actually outstreaming the main UK rappers though who are lyrical actually. They're
Okay,
outstreaming them
okay.
because it's not just like streaming them because they're popular, it's because their fans support them heavy.
Mhm.
Their fans
Okay.
support them heavy, they get
Yeah.
booked more. like
Okay.
literally, like most of the quality they produce, so that's why, like, it's like catchy. So you get like a large female following though as well. So
Right.
of course you got the male
Right.
following, but you got a
Yeah.
large female following. So basically though, it's not like completely niche though, but it's kind of its
Hmm.
own thing. So it's like pushing, so it's not confined to something. So that's what, trap rave is though. Actually, you got guys like
Gotcha.
D Block Europe. So D Block Europe actually started in
Yeah, yeah. Who's on the
2013.
top? Who's on the top? Grime rap in UK. Who's on the top right now?
Mostly the legends though, but then you got young guys like Yeezy, and you got SBK, young
Uh-huh.
SBK. Basically, SBK is half white, half Jamaican actually, but he
Hmm.
moved to Japan though. Actually, he
To Japan?
basically switched his he basically does grime, but he decided to evolve his sound. So he did grime for like 10 years. Then he switched to an alternative rap scene, no, and then he switched to basically grime again. But then he does both. And his sound is more like, soul grime though. So it's like Japanese soul mixed with grime. And then basically though he
Ooh,
talks
I like to
about
hear
deeper
that.
stuff. Deep stuff though, actually. And he's the same age as me, 24.
Okay, got it, got it, got it. I would love to
So me
listen to
and
his
him.
stuff.
Okay, sure. So basically, his page name is Young SBK, but he calls himself SBK for short. His
Okay.
handle, basically, his YouTube handle is Young SBK.
Hey Vaughn,
SBK.
boo. Hey
Okay, so like
Vaughn.
basically, I know we know SBK, but basically, and I say his name is Young SBK. SBK actually stands for Sound Boy Killer.
Oh, okay.
That's his name though, actually. He's been rapping since 14, though, and he got on major platforms at 14, and he's not an industry artist, he's independent, and he's his own producer.
Thanks, boo. Okay, and he's his own producer.
Yeah, literally, he produces by himself. That's the type of mindset he has though.
That's smart. That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah,
That's
of course he'll
very, very
collaborate with
smart.
other producers though and stuff like that, but he makes his own stuff.
Drip King Vaughn saying hi.
Eh. Hey,
Yeah.
Vaughn. Happy to see you. Sorry. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I was just concentrating on you, but okay, I appreciate that. Nice to see you, Vaughn. So, yeah, that's what SBK is. Like, young wise, though. But mostly you got the legends coming back and stuff like that. Like,
Uh-huh.
so basically,
Gotcha.
though, it's like a revival of the scene because there was like two waves of grime, and then you have this third wave coming soon. So basically, the first wave of grime was from 2000, early 2000s to 2009, and then it was revived in 2011, and then came and it lasted until like 2019. So like it goes underground and stuff like that for a period, and people say it's dead, and then it comes back though. So it's that foundation, though, basically.
Keep talking.
Foundational.
Keep talking, Drip King. I have to do something real quick because I'm in Mexico. I
Okay.
need to. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's just what grime is, though, so to everyone else, though. So basically, in UK rap as well, you got guys like Gigs, Kev, and so many, though, basically. So, like, they cross over, basically, sometimes, though, and they're not really considered grime. They're more like considered of the rap ethno, basically. So basically, Gig sound has evolved from road rap to like more like a conventional. Like he's used trap beats and different sounds though. Basically, he's evolved his sound though with the times because road rap has been phased out. Since
Hmm.
2017, but basically the
Uh-huh.
legacy of road rap lives on. Basically, it's just that the way they make that sound though, no one does it anymore.
Uh, okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
basically, the blueprint though is there, the foundation is there, the legacy is there, but the sound itself no longer exists.
And it seems like it seems like to me rap in the UK spans different cultures. Like different cultures can come through and rap and they're heavily accepted,
Yeah.
heavily
Of
Um,
course.
yeah,
I'll give you one example though. Basically, this is British-born Pakistani rapper though. He's like the pioneer for people like me to be in the scene though. Actually, his name is
love it.
Pac-Man is like the first British-born Pakistani rapper to be taken seriously since 2005.
Wow,
He's
I
so
love it.
basically though, he's like, he's like basically the OG when it comes to like other South Asian rappers who come in. No, basically JJ Esco and others like him. No, basically it's Pac-Man though who had to start doing it, you know, to make it,
Yeah,
easier for others to do it. Because Pac-Man's
gotcha.
from South like that, and him being real authentic about himself and stuff
Yeah,
like that. He started road rap style, but then he evolved it to more of a main UK rap style though, and more like a real rap style too. So he keeps it real though. So that's why his legacy, you know for people like me to be taken seriously when it comes to
right.
that.
Yeah. And I do love I do love in the States too when there's a rapper with I actually shouted out a female rapper. And what I liked about her was Vaughn, when you're finished with that movie, we gonna be gone, girl. But love you,
Okay.
sis. But I like the
I
fact
like
that
American. I like
go ahead.
American hip hop too. I'm like neutral between the both. Like basically,
Okay.
I'm
Okay. Okay.
neutral
Okay.
between both. I like both. It's just that I'm mostly focused on UK because that's just my attention right now. But I like both though, basically. So yeah, I feel you on that though, and that's nice though. Who's the artist name you shouted out?
I got to go back to her because after I seen her, I see another. But she was a white girl, right? And I seen other white girl. I think I shouted her out. She was a
Okay.
white
When it
girl
comes
from
to
Alabama.
female UK rapper, my favorite though, this girl
Um,
named Miss Banks though. Basically, it's like in UK there is a female
what's her
rapper
name?
named Miss Banks.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, but don't get confused with someone else. It's basically somebody else. She's kind of unique though, basically, with her sound. She can do the singing and the rapping together, and she shows two sides of herself, basically. She can show
Love
how tough
that.
she is, and then basically how, sweet and kind she is, though,
Love that.
basically.
Yeah, love that. Love that. And as a woman, we go through that as too. But
Yeah,
I
so
love this white girl
basically,
because her raps are literally like the life that she's lived, and she brings country to it. And it's not like, oh, I'm going to
okay.
be a
Wait, but what you
rapper.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I was gonna ask you some question. What did you actually think about the artist though I recently posted about? His name is Ambush though. His full name is Ambush Buzzworld though. Like he
I think
basically
I've
has his
seen all
own.
of the videos you recently
Yeah,
you've
so basically
re-
what he does
yeah.
is he's been a legend for like years, though, rapping since 2007, like as a 13-year-old and everything like that. But
Okay.
been doing this thing like a street legend. And also though he's got like multiple businesses and he's got like his own label and everything. Like literally doing it all himself. He's got that mindset though, and he's been on road before.
The road like to different countries and stuff.
No, like basically, when you say you're on road, you're actually on street. So instead of saying on street in
Okay.
UK, we don't have streets though. We call it a road. So when you say you're
Okay.
on road, you're basically
Got
on
it.
street activity.
Okay. Got
He
it.
no
Got it. Got it.
longer
Got it.
does that
Got it.
street activity thing, but that's who he is though.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Oh my goodness. I was going to ask you a question. I just forgot it. No.
Okay. So basically, that's what I was trying to explain as well. So when I said on the road, okay, I understand what you mean. And on the road, different countries, he probably has though. You never know. But
Yeah.
when I say on road, basically, when you say you're on the road, basically,
Hmm.
it means you're on street sometimes though. So when you actually come from that lifestyle, you say you're on the roads, basically. So the roads actually refer to the UK term on street, because in
Got
America,
it.
you've got streets over there,
Got
but
it. Yeah.
over here we don't have streets. We have
You're
a
right.
road.
You're
So that's
right.
why
You're absolutely right. You're right.
it's called on road though, basically. That's why I say road rap. So it's like UK
Yeah.
gangster rap or like UK street rap.
Okay. 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 Got it. Explained perfectly. Do you
Yeah, so
think that?
basically
Do
with
you think that your UK rappers have respect from American rappers? What
They
would you
do
say about
actually.
that?
They do have respect for American rappers, though. They grow up
Okay.
on it, you know. They actually heavily influenced on it, and some of them, know, okay, look, you know, you get some though who don't, but actually, you know what is it? You know what it is though. Let's keep it
Hmm.
real. Deep down inside, they do, but you know, they're just, they're just, But actually, though, majority of the whole scene actually respects America. Actually, they highly, they literally tell who literally influenced them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, do you think American rappers have love for UK rappers?
Do they though? Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Okay.
I
Real
don't
says
know.
every
Oh, okay.
country.
I don't know actually. That's a tough question though, actually. I feel like they do, but then again, it's kind of I can't answer that though. Everyone's different, so I'm not going to I plead the fifth on that one
Okay.
because it is hard to answer that question because it's I can, if you asked about over here, yeah, it's straightforward though basically, but
Okay.
other way around it's hard.
Let me read Real's comment. He said every country has their own unique style of rap, but it all
Yeah,
stemmed from New York, I
that's
think in the
agreed.
70s, and it has become a worldwide phenomenon.
Ooh, he's
Okay, I
correct
can get that.
actually. In the
Yeah.
1970s, mostly UK had a lot of reggae. Basically, the first ever
Yeah,
UK rapper
yeah,
was named
yeah,
Smiley Culture, and you know what he did
yeah,
though? He
yeah.
was a reggae. Smiley Culture was a reggae artist, but he had a rap style basically. So his style was
Mm,
poetic, but he had like a rap style though. And of course, other
mm.
people were doing it too, but Smiley Culture was doing it first in 1983.
Okay,
And a
got
lot of
it,
artists
got it.
though too. So yeah, he's correct though. Actually, New York and stuff. I like New York rap though. It's actually I like that though.
For
That's my
sure.
preferred
Oh,
style.
for sure, for sure, for sure. DMX
Because
was my DMX
I
was
like the reason why I like New York though because it's easy. London and New York are technically similar though. Like literally though, when you come over to London though, it's like New York, so you feel familiar over here.
I will agree with that. I'll agree with that. Yeah, I'll definitely agree with that. My times I did spend there, I'll definitely agree with that. I definitely will. I definitely will.
Yeah.
Hey, sweet Alice.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
yeah,
Happy
Will
Sunday to
is
you
correct
too, sweetheart.
actually. Real's correct. So yes, that's so basically that's what gigs as well. Like that unfiltered flow thing, that industry tried to shut him down though for that though, because
Mm,
like during that period when he was doing his thing, his rise to the top, like Feds shut his show down for no reason. And also though with gigs as well. Literally though, there's a period in UK rap where they try to go like do that commercial pop type flow basically, like Tiny
yeah.
Temple. Tiny was doing his thing. Tiny was a grime MC before, but then he kind of switched directions though, basically, and he kind of did that sound though, basically. So Gigs, of course, he worked with him and stuff like that though, but basically, despite that though, Gigs never really truly compromised himself, and he was so hard back in the day to the point
Mm,
that even his own ups rated him.
wow.
Yeah, that's how hard
Wow.
Gabe was, though. Literally so hard, though, that even his own ups had to rate him.
Wow. That's something. That's something. And
Yeah, like very.
I don't mind when a rapper goes pop once in a while, or I don't
No, I
mind
don't
when,
mind if they
yeah,
go pop, but
yeah,
basically
yeah,
never forget where you come from, though. Because he had Chip
for
doing
sure.
that. Chip was a Gram MC, though, before that. And, he's spitting and he was a quick lyrically spare, but then he had to do that pop direction, though. And then, of course, he had a period when he signed to T.I., but T.I. nearly ruined Chip's career. And literally, Chip was decided he wants to go home because
Mm,
he's realizing he's forgetting himself. So
mm,
before going home, he practiced a lot though before he went home. No, like literally spitting fast though, because he nearly lost that though. Basically, they literally
mm,
in the mirror, he literally practiced himself doing that multiple times though. That's how when he came back home, came back like in he returned to grime and basically returned to his roots, and from there he cemented his legendary status.
got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
I
so
do,
basically.
I'm one of those people who say go home unless the home is going to be a toxic. toxic place for you,
Yeah,
where you're getting
basically
set
though,
up
he wanted
and
to go home because he feel like he wanted to go home. He appreciated his time in America and the short
hmm
impact he made though. Not like a
for
massive
sure,
impact, but the
for sure.
small impact he made though, basically for himself
hmm
and the scene though, basically, you know. But he
For sure,
felt
for
like he
sure.
wanted to go home because it just, he probably had that moment where he felt like, okay, look, he missed home, but then he also realized though, like he was forgetting who he was though.
I see. Real sad. And it's not like I don't like UK rappers. A lot of them have a great flow and delivery. I just can't understand what some of them are saying.
Okay,
So
no,
that's the thing. It's like I've been
I don't
everybody.
blame you though. Real, I kind of understand though. That's just what other people say though. I'm not offended by that. That actually true. I actually appreciate that though, bro. For you being really honest with me when you said
Yeah.
that, man. Okay, look, okay, yeah, it is kind when you didn't have to understand it, but yeah, actually, some UK rappers, not all of them are fast rappers. Some of them actually rap slow, Literally, I've shown them
No, but
the
my
ones
yeah, I understand. But my thing is, I have so many people in my life that have accents. Like it starts to be like I don't even listen
40
hear their
different.
accent anymore. Like there's this
No,
one guy. I'm not gonna like go into like where he's from or whatever because that's the whole thing. But everybody's like, I
oh,
can't
you had an
understand what he's
accent.
saying, and I'm like, he's speaking like I don't even hear an accent. Like he's speaking English to me. But yeah, definitely understand. No,
I mean, some people
that's
have
real
literally
talk.
said I was American though when I returned to UK because I don't have the proper accent or like that. But no, nobody, the accent people think that I'm supposed to have though. Actually, you know that nobody talks like that anymore. Actually, if you watch Top Boy, then you actually
Mm,
know how people talk now. Actually, it's more
yeah.
like the street inspired accent, and they mix a bit of Jamaican slang in it though. That's how UK people actually talk now. It's more like that roadman accent.
Oh, that's
Like a lot,
interesting.
actually. A lot my age, though. That's how we talk, though, actually. Like the original accent of people used to think that British people speak. Nobody talks like that. That hasn't been a thing in 30 years.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know sometimes in a joking way, but actually, I'm being real though. Actually, no one in the UK talks like that. That's like 30 years out of date, though. Basically, and people think that literally 30 years. Yeah,
Gotcha.
basically. So yeah, that's just how it is. But to be honest. Yeah, but
Gotcha.
basically, my accent though is a mixture though. I got a mixture of UK, America,
Right.
and Pakistani as well a little bit.
Right.
So sometimes I
Right.
got that multicultural accent. So I actually did get the accent when I was younger, just for a bit. Then I moved to Saudi for 7, 8 years. I learned the American way of speaking. Some people talked in
Mm-hmm.
that accent to me. That's how I was able to, catch it a bit and speak like them a bit. And then basically, I came home and I had to relearn the accent.
Gotcha. Wow. Okay. Ah, interesting.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
basically, East London people, what they're known for, since they're so passionate, they speak really fast.
Pakistani food in America, okay? Let me just speak. Pakistani food is very similar to Indian food in
Oh yeah,
America.
basically what it was is because a lot of Pakistanis they share food, same food culture. They're not the same people though. It's just that basically though they share a history and they share the same food culture. Most Pakistanis are majority Indo-Persians though, so they have a Persian ancestry,
Okay.
but they're multi-ethnic people actually.
Okay.
So basically, some
I actually
Pakistanis
got
though.
hit on. I got hit on by this guy in Nepal, and I'm 5'5". He was like 5'4", maybe like 5'3.5".
Okay.
So it wasn't working out. But he really wanted me to go out and spend some time with him. But I just couldn't get around to doing it.
Wait,
But
so wait, I was gonna
yeah.
ask this Nepalese guy you speak to, was he melanated or was he just like the other Nepalese though that have no color? And I'm not saying that in a bad way.
I understand what you're saying, and yes, he was melanated.
Okay, so that makes sense. Because the original people of Nepal were actually like that.
Okay. Yeah.
So
He was showing me
basically,
like
the
his family too. They were all melanated, doing
yeah.
very well for himself, and then his family was doing very well for their
Okay.
self.
So
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
me was so interesting as well. So basically, the people of Islam, the original, some of them, so basically, they descend from either Indo-Persian, Indo-Arab,
Mhm.
Indo-African, Indo-Turkish, or Indo-European, and you got the Iranic people there over there. My family's Indo-Persian.
Okay,
So
okay.
basically, what the Persian Empire did, they stretched from Europe to North Africa and they took over pieces of the Indian subcontinent, though. And
Mhm.
what they did was, they took pieces of the Indian subcontinent and basically that's what they did, though, basically. And they bred with the people there and they created people like me. So I'm like 13th century history. Anything before that has nothing to do
Uh-huh.
with me.
Okay, okay, okay,
So
okay.
basically, the tribe is called the Gakar Kiani. So the Kiani tribe, though, like Kiani means kingly or royally, and they were like a strong, independent warrior tribe, though. And basically, they fought against Shah Suri. Basically, they fought against the Suri.
Mhm.
Suri claimed he was the emperor, but they refused out of loyalty to the Mughals. So before that, though, actually, the tribe even had an alliance with the Mongols, though.
Okay.
So
Okay, you're
basically.
giving me quite the history lesson here. I'm enjoying it. I'm
I
enjoying
learned
it.
all of this recently, learned it in when I was 23. Now I'm 24.
Got it. Got it. Gotcha.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
basically, that's just who I am actually. I actually asked my grandfather though, am I Indo-Persian or Indo-Arab? And literally we sat together and we studied together and that's when we learned who.
Oh,
I
okay.
but basically though, that question literally daunted me. So I asked my father. My father said, go talk to your grandfather. No, basically, my mother and my grandfather actually know because my mom was actually born in Pakistan, though.
Got it. Love it. I
So
love
my
that.
dad is like me, though. He was born and raised in the UK. So he's like a British born like me. My dad's second generation, I'm third generation.
Okay, okay, okay. Love that for y'all. Love that for y'all because y'all got a mix of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Love that for you guys. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Y'all,
basically,
y'all go ahead
both my
and
dad's parents, though, is Pakistani. It's just that he was born here, though, second generation.
okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Y'all
Yeah,
go
so
sub up to Drip King, please. Young Riaz, please sub up to him. Please drop his link in the channel. Um I like to tap in and
you're
listen to
welcome
some
though,
good
dear. I
things.
understand though, no problem. But it's okay though, when you don't understand how you can understand, it's okay, no problem. I understand. It's not that you don't like. I understand you don't understand though. So it's a very
Yeah.
understandable thing. I'm not offended though. I'm just appreciative you're honest though. At least you're like, taking your time to actually, at least you're learning though. That's the important thing. I actually appreciate it when you actually, whether you understand or not, that just basically, as long as you learn something new, that's the important thing to me.
Thank y'all. Thank you, real. So young young Riaz, I for sure when you come on my panel, I always have a million questions for you. I always when I meet people in real life or whatever, different nationalities, I need to know. It's a need to know. I need to know like, everything about you, about your culture, and I want to learn. And even if you don't I
I'm
don't know.
willing to answer your
I
questions though.
need
I'm not
but
offended when you ask me questions though, because I'm actually grateful you're asking me questions. If you want to learn, you want to learn my culture. So basically, my culture though, in a way though, is basically I'm more like best of both world situations. I'm creating my own identity because both
mhm.
sides will never accept. I'll tell you why. Some born Pakistanis think I sold out, and some British people think they're better than me. So it's like an identity thing. So playing both sides want to play me actually.
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah, that's how it is. Though
Interesting.
I keep it real with you when it comes to that. Also, you know, that's how it is.
Always
That's
keep
what
it
both.
real.
Yeah, so basically, that's what both sides like to do to me. Basically, it's like a game of tug of war. Which side will act offended with me?
Like a game of
So if I
what?
pick one or the other, no. So basically, it's like a game of tug of war. Both sides will use So basically, when I say it's like a game of tug of war, it means that, like, like the game that I used to play in school, that, like, you have two people on two sides and you pull this rope, right? That's me. That's like a metaphorically me, though. So
Okay,
basically, both sides,
I get what
it's
you're
like a
saying.
game of tug of war. So basically, the both sides will, the only time they'll need me is the only time they'll claim me is when they need me. When they don't need me, they'll never claim me.
Gotcha.
So basically, that's what it is, though. So confused. Actually, though, deep down inside, both sides, actually deep down inside are jealous of me. You know why? Some British people are jealous that I have culture, though, and some bored
Yeah,
Pakistanis are jealous of my opportunity.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I agree. I agree.
okay,
So, where have you traveled to?
okay, okay. Okay, I'll probably answer one last question before I gotta go because it's like late night, but I'll answer
No
this question for
problem.
you, though.
No
All
problem.
right. All right, so the answer to your question is late. So basically, I've been to like different countries. Of course, I've been to Dubai, I've been Bahrain, I've been to America, I've been to Paris, though. I've been to, I think, Venice, though, and I think I'm trying to remember. Of course, Pakistan as well, though. So yeah, actually been to a few places, though. But yeah, that's the last question I'm gonna answer you. It's late, though,
Okay.
and yeah.
Yeah. Good night. Good night. Good night, King Drip. Thank you so much. When I get a chance to talk to him again, I'm going to ask him about his stay in Dubai. And if anybody else has been in Dubai, I'm curious. I'm not gonna go. It's too flashy dashy. I can't do it, y'all. It's way too over the top for me. I'll start seizing and all kinds of stuff. I cannot go to Dubai. But I like to hear other people's travels there. So all right, y'all came and saw me for almost 15 minutes. I very, 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 very much appreciate you guys. Shalom, shalom, shalom. And shalom means God peace. I am going to I think I'm going to watch something on Netflix and veg out. And then I might go to the OXXO across the street to get me, or I might go to the 7-Eleven across the street and get me a hot chocolate. Okay. Because that's what. Bless up, everybody. Bless up, everybody. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Love y'all to pieces. See you later.